A few years ago, my sister Alyssa and I were at my grandparents' cabin near the lake. We were so happy because it was finally summer vacation. As we were playing outside, a beautiful girl about my sister's age approached and asked if she could play with us. She told us her name was Megan. Just before the sun began to set, our new friend suggested that we come play with her at her tree fort. I was going to ask my grandparents for permission, but she told us it was only a short walk away. I was going to push back, but then I looked into her eyes and something told me not to worry. We began to walk down the path, and suddenly I realized how deep in the woods we were. I stopped Megan to ask her where she was taking us, and as she slowly turned to face us, her eyes were burning a bright yellow, and she had a demonic grin from ear to ear. My heart sank in my chest, and I began to run as fast as I could. Without looking back, I continued to run and run until I bumped into something. It was my grandpa. He asked why I was so upset and where my sister was, but I was still in shock, and all I could muster is, I don't know. My grandparents and neighbors spent most of the night looking for Alyssa, but to no avail. I spent all night looking out the window, just hoping to see her wander back to the house. I must have dozed off at some point, but when I awoke, there she was, just standing at the edge of the forest. But she wasn't alone. Holding her hand was Megan with those glowing yellow eyes. My sister looked up at me with a blank stare, and then they just seemed to disappear together into the darkness. And that was the last time I ever saw my sister.